Yeah, so in a couple seconds here, it is going to spawn as they get set up in position. You can see them even putting pressure here on the bottom side against Cannon and Archangel. They might go for it.
Trying to stun, trying to hold on.
Level 4.
For Archangel, flicker out. Forced a resource there by Mongolia. Now Aizen forced a flicker as well. Cannon going with a trade and resource, but Unigo is here. Might be trapped with a claw dash now. Shadow kill. Will the damage be enough? Yes, it will. Saison takes the kill now. The turtle is up, but it's going to be reset by Team Philippines. Saura going to be using the heavy spin for safety. As a recall, will hit Archangel, but the turtle is on the side of Philippines, and Saison secures the first objective. But Cannon not letting go of Zora as Rekatiano as well. Here comes the tongue twisters.
Yes, I felt that yesterday, right? You know, slow things down a little bit. Hold on top side, though.
Well, Ethan receiving the damage of the BMI plus the Blazing Duet. Saison secures the kill. Rekatiano with the post, and Bebex now might be forced to be on a defensive state, but look at that. Shadow kill onto Bebex now. Unigo as well trying to hold them off, putting them all in the corner. But how Philippines rotating now?
Cannon spawned out Ethan.
Okay, now Mongolia is pulling the turtle on the side with the wall block. Look at that. Astro Recall now connecting onto the members of Philippines. Bebex, will he have a perfect target? No, he won't. Flicker out. That is a shadow kill connecting on to the marksman of Mongolia, falling down, pushing them into the back lines. Now Zora as well. Secure the objective. Now Philippines trying to island take in one trade. Aizen will be the target here. That's the wall. Evading the block. Now Saison going in deep. Look at that. Shuriken throwing over to Ethan just with the pokes. Now with the trade, Mongolia secures that objective. And meanwhile up top, you want Zora to even have a good angle.
No, think about it, OSX. Like, again, your game plan here, okay, he just goes. Forbid's done, right? Bebex might follow. They should be fine. They still go, though.
Zora and Ethan might be in trouble here. That's Cannon trying to push away. But now Zora using the heavy spin to pin one down, but he might be in trouble. Archangel takes the kill. Philippines getting all the kills that they want, slowing down progress on Mongolia. Now they're pushing in with the lanes and as well as taking one more wave down bottom. We have the switch from Rekatiano down, up against Aizen. Now mid lane on a concealed state. Philippines will still eye on getting this push by Mongolia.
It's a full force effort.
Full force 5-man now, trying to target the Uranus of Team Philippines. He might not escape. Bebex secures the kill. And yeah, that was almost 4 ultimates used, but 3 from
Here
Mongolia.
Comes the Cal turrets, working on more space.
Saison going in deep, shadow kill. Okay, forced out. Passes out of that marksman. Now Saison and Cannon still on with its duo team up, forcing everybody out to be even peeled by Archangel and Unigo. That's the pin down wall charge onto 2. Now members now of Mongolia are dropping down 3 out, and it's still going and going. Ethan is trying to do it with the claw dash. Will the lethal burst be enough? No, it won't be. Rekatiano takes down 1, and 1 member left. It's Zora going back to base, and another objective freely being taken by Team Philippines.
Again, Philippines is in a great position to just kind of press this situation. Flicker isn't available for Unigo, but he might just wild charge in if he finds an angle here as the Lord works on that first base turret.
Yeah, talking about angle, Unigo used the wild charge again. Look at the burst. Almost now being taken the base by a Team Philippines. Aizen falls down, a trade of 3-1. Okay, they're trying to have a trade, but Archangel will receive the casualty here from Mongolia. Now the base is open for Philippines to just keep on melting. And now the waves are now here with the flicker out from Cannon with the waves that they had. Right now, they're just pushing it. And now they're opening up the base. And this is just game number 1. Philippines with a great start up against Mongolia.
That was a nice. I'm assuming he flickered in there so he could get all the minions. Probably that's what it was, right? That's a big brain move. But again, this was near, I think it was less than 12 minutes. And so in this trend of the Philippines, this is what they like to do. They like to, most for the 12-minute mark, and that's what we see so much from the Philippines, where they utilize all their roles, all their players for the win, and that's exactly how they do it in dominating fashion time after time. As we take a look at the stats here for this game,
did he respect the flicker combo here? that might come up.
Oh.
Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Unigo now being forced to back away. Now Cannon trying to hold on. And this is still going slowly.
Okay, so still going to be working for the turtle. And as they work for it, that's going to be secured. So it works well, right? They get the turtle, still focusing on that purple buff. The rotation here important. As you see there too, Bebex though. Heart Guard already on Sason, should be able to get away. Bebex now has the support of his team. They get the knock up there. Sason will fall. Now going to be looking for Unigo. Do they go? Stampede going to come through. But there's the kill, cleaned up by ZX Aura. Mongolia able to find kills across the board here now, starting to build their own little lead.
This is the threat now of Mongolia. That 4-man gank and invade onto the member of Team Philippines. This is their nature in the early game. They have vision, they have way of slowing down, they have way to taunt. This is the one that we're talking about. They force divided. Look at Aizen.
Aizen, he's still in that. He's been there for minutes,
Aizen.
man. Here he goes. Unigo, he's going to jump in. Penalty zone should be an easy kill. Finds it just like that, all leading it to another turtle. Going to go and be secured by Mongolia. Bebex, though, going to be in trouble. Perfect. Coltozer comes through with a flicker. They get punished. Bebex will fall. Another one goes down as Ethan falls. Still going to fight it out. Heart Guard comes through. Is it going to be enough to sustain through this? Appraiser's Wrath comes down. He's still alive, but Cannon falls finally as 2 go down for the Philippines.
Talking ups, just keep on doing it over and over again. Try to isolate the members of Philippines.
Yeah, Aizen, he's cutting that wave up there on the top side, but look, 2 members, he already penalty zone 2, but meanwhile in the bottom lane, Raquitiano will fall. Meanwhile, in the jungle, Aizen, 1 versus 3, basically gonna flicker out after grabbing a kill here. He's on the run. Quite a bit of action on all parts of the map here, OSX.
Yeah, Sora now taunting Archangel.
Oh, still
he
gonna
might
be going.
not survive. Look at the taunt. No, Appraiser's Wrath taking out the life out of that Eve. Now Mongolia trying to gain more.
You can use it, you can utilize that. Philippines, though, has to be very aware of that and deal around it. They have an Eve. Objectively, they should be good. Cannon, though, should be able to get... Okay, he did sprint. He's going to get knocked up here, still trying to survive the best he can. Falling Star Moon to safety. Dodges the Appraiser's Wrath as well.
Oh, no.
But the shot is going to find him. Cannon and Unigo fall. Man, he was in deep territory cutting.
That 3-man rotation onto Mongolia is going way faster than we thought. Saison, the damage receiving from Sora. Massive.
Staff being picked up here by Rectiano, so he's still farming up relatively well. Needs time, though. Unigo going to be in trouble. Not sure if the penalty zone was needed, but just to be sure, Aizen getting that kill there. So massive, expected with the Trizla. Purple buff going to be taken also from Saison here. They're still putting pressure, and Lord is going to be up in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, the threat now of this Trizla 4-0-2. Looking back on how he gives the setups for Mongolia, either you trade with something out of the map, because you just see the tear from the Astral Recall, almost half HP from Rectiano. Yeah. And also you have the burst coming from Aizen even for Bebex. So they need to have a sure way of having a great defense with that. Sora
already
get in the back line.
Pushing him back, penalty zone in the backside. They find Rectiano, they're gonna fall down. Lord already being worked on, Heart Guard on Saison. Archangel has to flicker out. The turret's finally gonna fall here. Still don't want to press this situation any further, but Saison, he doesn't want to deal with Aizen here. Aizen is stacked at this point on the Trizla.
There's no deaths onto this Trizla, onto this Fredrin, even onto this Novaria. The gap right now is just too hard to even suffice their damage, even to deflect it. Look at that Astral Recall. And also, one of the ways to slow... Probably Philippines is eyeing out to slow them down, trying to divert members of Mongolia right away because they have more ways of clearing this, okay? They have the Claude still being present, but they can't.
So Philippines just kind of scrapping, right? They're really trying to stay in this game right now. Mongolia, though, in a prime position to possibly close this one out as they march down the mid lane. Lord still in the bottom. Cannon going to jump in with the Falling Star Moon, trying to buy a little bit more time here. The rest of the team has to regen up after taking a couple shots. They're quite low. Lord's still going to be working on him. RWM is going to come out, forcing him back a little bit. Mongolia jumps in. Aizen with a massive flicker penalty zone play. Cult Altar there too. Can they clear it out? The Philippines can't. We're going to a game 3.
finally getting the first point out of the Philippines through their run. Mongolia bounces back, more prepared than ever, and they just let all the comfort picks out for the Philippines. And this is the first tiebreaker game that we're about to see in the semifinals.
Whew. It's good to see. We want the best of 3 to go 3 games, right? Yes, it's the semis. Yes, there's an extra life there. Cambodia is waiting. Let's break it down a little bit further as we saw kind of the builds. Again, 2-16. Mongolia dominant game number 2, 14 minutes, right? Took them a little bit longer here. But even just looking at it, like I said, it was played out very well. The CC that they had available to them, plus the poke damage, just between Novar momentum on this Hayabusa pick, right? That's the biggest thing he could do to secure themselves at least a better early game against them compared to the previous game. But I feel like this time too, OSX, we see a lot more heavy spins being utilized offensively.
Oh, look at that. Inigo receiving damage. Will he be the first blood? That's been denied by Archangel now. He's going to be the one to go down first. Mongolia takes the first blood against Philippines.
He's just kind of planning himself here in the Philippines jungle, making it a hard time, right, for the rest of the crew to secure their buffs. Even Sason going to go ahead and start up his purple, but the full force is here.
Wow. Heavy spin, pinning down Inigo. Now Archangel receives in with the rough waves. Will the burst be enough? Being trapped in RWM, he can't escape that burst. Now Saison has secured his purple. Now Cannon using Appraiser's Wrath to take down 2 members out of Mongolia, but it's almost just a peel to the lineup of Mongolia. The threat of the Estes, the regen, is just showing through this early game.
Yeah, you can see how much of a problem it is, you know, and they are going to try to trade some here. It's going to be a turtle going in the hands of Mongolia. Sason might just try to take the purple, but great coverage here from the
other hand. It destroys a turret. Philippines now trying to look for an exchange. Saison up against Aizen. He forbids him to get that purple out of his, to get his hands on.
Aizen forbids, right? Alongside Forbid as they still fight for dominance around this purple buff. Saison just trying to grab what he can. He might try to whittle his way back towards this. Archangel, though.
Inigo dropping his HP bars low. Now he's going to be being the target of Zara. Now Cannon trying to hold off, not to be penetrated, but that is a flicker being forced out. Saison secures his purple. Zara too late for the steal. He might be in trouble. Heavy spin has been committed. Now he's going to turn around for a retreat. Void Crystal slowing Cannon down. Now Mongolia having their eyes on that. A flicker in a penalty zone, but Philippines escapes the wrath of the possible burst. But Aizen secures the kill. A follow-up from Archangel takes Sora's down. Now Saison here trying to get in for a kill. Aizen missing out the hammer down, but another turret takedown. 2 members out from Philippines and a trade of 1. Mongolia thing on and slowing down Philippines trying to re-enter this pit.
Okay, right now. Buff going to be secured here, still getting in position. Could be in trouble. Aizen.
Light wheel marks will connect to Aizen. Will the damage be enough? Now, that is Cannon trying to look for something to taunt here at the side of Mongolia. Meanwhile, 5 members present, 5 members ready to get this one. It's going to be Sara taking out the flicker combo from the penalty zone. We're going to out of the back lines, receiving the light wheel mark, taking down Aizen. Finally going to kill damage with a trade. That's a double for Saison. Is going well with the Uchi Shadow kill now, leaving Mongolia open. Now Inigo still dropping down his HP bar, but it's not giving up. Sara secures the kill, but Cannon as well with a trade.
Wow.
And I have you with my back. Reketwiano with a kill. 4 members down. Zora is the one left against the Philippines.
CXOR and Sason, 1 versus 1.
1 versus 1, and he's not letting it go. The last member, and Philippines utilized that moment to just keep on pushing.
Man, what a turn of events. But the upside there from Mongolia, they did get the Lord, so the Philippines has to back off, deal with this as fast as possible. They managed to get 4 kills out of it, right? But still, it's relatively, they narrowed down the gold lead a little bit, but that's of it.
Yeah.
And hope that you can get it through.
Yeah, that's a good item pickup, though. The Rose Gold Meteor up against Mongolia. You have 2. Burst, hold that thought. Cannon right in the middle of RWM. Archangel with the dive and the rough waves being targeted onto Forbid. That's the burst coming from the Philippines now. Light wheel mark still connecting. Saison secures the kill. Sara is down. Now Archangel will be in trouble. Forbids him to go back to base. Saison with the pokes pushing back Mongolia. 23 seconds for the Lord with a trade of 1-1.
time, a little bit late that this Lord comes up. If the Philippines decides to just go for this Lord and take it as fast as possible, that's going to be crucial in the shift of this match here. They're looking for a kill on Aizen.
Pinned down from the wild charge. Aizen now receives the damage from a team of Philippines. Now, Bebek's trying to get him with the back lines. Will it be enough for the defense with the BMI? Now, Philippines trying to secure this objective. Unigo dropping down HP bars here for the members of for the Philippines. Recadiano securing the cams as well. Mongolia's eyeing to get this and contest this Lord.
There comes ZX.
ZX as well.
Aizen holding it down. They're still going to be working on him. He's got a penalty zone defensively out of there. Lord's still going to be worked on. Will reset, though, as both teams try to find their space to work with around this objective. It's a crucial point. 16 minutes in. It's about even in terms of economy now. The Philippines have worked from that gap they had. It's up to Mongolia to find the positioning. Here comes the conceal.
A pin down to 2. Now Recadiano's running wild with the damage, with the burst and the follow-up from Few. That is Team Philippines getting through the damage of Mongolia. Sustained won't be the answer. Recadiano on a killing spree. Bebek's but taking down Archangel with the trade. 3-1. Philippines completely winning that baiting them out in taking that Lord, and Philippines clapping back slowly.
On the other hand, you have Bemex. Bemex should have the ability to turn the tide of a lot of these fights, and they're going to be clumped up together.
Sora.
Obviously, the Ube strat, hold on.
That is the taunt from Cannon. They're really checking their bushes now. Look at that, Saison throwing out shurikens. Archangel with the dive, and that is rough wave. That's the magic burst from Philippines. Will the heal be enough? Unigo is trying to find the right target, but Sora trying to evade that light wheel mark. Look at that, Recadiano going wild as well with the damage as well. Aizen popped that ultimate, but now Recadiano is going wild. Damage pulling through. Saison taken down for a bit. 2 members out of Mongolia. All immortalities being used. 2 members out. 3 members left to defend Mongolia. Philippines pushing through.
So that's the green light. Philippines able to just go ahead and possibly set up for another Lord take here. It's going to be a little bit before Ethan and Forbid are up, but just in time, hopefully, for that fight. Meanwhile, you see pressure being put on the top and the bottom, all lining up. Penalty zone.
Well, trying to evade, trying to sustain. Look at that, the longest Uchi shadow kill, and he's still sustaining it. Recadiano is pushing the base. It's only open for the Philippines. It's going to be Recadiano, and as well as Cannon. Now Philippines knocking in the base of Mongolia, and they've done it again. Surviving the possible reverse sweep. Philippines has punched their ticket in the grand finals for IESF.
Man, oh man. That was a little shot of deja vu. Right? But this time it wasn't just Recadiano doing it. And what a game plan. You plant Saison up there, you get the attention, you have Archangel help him out, the rest of the team shuffles up, you have a play in the bottom lane, and they push through. The thing with this is, as we close out this looking at this game, right, and it was 13-11, Mongolia had the kills they needed. Again, they were dominating in the early game for the most part. But itemization-wise, Philippines picked up. Like I said, they had all the tools they needed to deal with this.